All right, good
Let me check.
evening, Giggity Race fans. I'm Ice, and we got MP Roofer in the booth tonight. Um,
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get our invites straightened out right now. They're fixing to go green. They actually sent me one invite already, but everybody wasn't in there, so I had to back out, or I would have been a part of the race. So they should be sending us an invite any second now. Actually, they're qualifying.
they're
So
qualifying.
after
Oh
qualifying,
man.
yep, then they'll send us a new invite, which
Oh, okay. Oh, all
it'll be
right.
about
So
7 laps, right?
yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and get a pre-race show. I guess I don't. Do you have a roster of who's running tonight, by chance?
Actually, that's what I was gonna do was look up here and see if I could find the roster. It'll
Because the only one I
be,
got is from the dash. So if you have another one, or if you can find another one for us, that'd be
yep.
awesome.
Actually, I do got one here. I'll go down the lineup for you guys just while we're waiting for them to qualify. In the 22 car tonight is going to be Marcus Edov. He was really dominant in our Xfinity series last year. Really good racer, 22 car. Dark Knight, he'll be in the 51. Diesel Chunk is the 26. Ed Tho, he'll be in a 53. Trey, he'll be in the 14. No Pet Pendle will be in the 46. Robbie Vid, he will be in the 43. That's our guy from across the pond. He's from England and he runs with us all the way over here. So good to see we got NASCAR fans in England. Then in the 15 car is going to be Cards fan. Eternal Rest will be in the 31. Jackson will be in the 26. Redleg will be in the 33. Crocodile will be in the 12. Jake will be in the 40. Bad For You Racing will be in the 19. Grim will be in the 35. He going first in the 52. Mike 99 in the 41. And our two dash guys that made it in will be NRG. Nanobread NRG in the 45. And the winner of the dash was what number was he, Ice? Was that number 30? Or no, he wasn't
35.
30. 35. And that was, I'm forgetting his name now, but he did a damn good job in the race. Excuse my
I
language.
believe it was
But
golf.
golf, yeah. The both times I've watched him race, he has really impressed me. So both those guys that made it in the dash are going to be two of the guys I will be keeping a big eye on tonight because I've raced a lot with NRG in last year's esports, and the guy is just really, really fast. Like I said, probably would have made the esports if they didn't make him change accounts and change his name. So he had half his stats on one name and then half his stats on his other name, and it messed everything up for him. But just keep an eye out for that 45 tonight. But like I said, and then another guy at Daytona, like an Xfinity regular to watch out for, is going to be Ed in the 53. He is really good at holding the straight line, and Robbie Vids. That guy, I know he's from England. Over there, they like Formula One and banger cars and all that. Well, this guy's a NASCAR fan. He likes to turn left, not right, and he is really good at these plate tracks. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him lead quite a few laps at Daytona.
Yeah, and speaking of Robbie, while we got a chance here, he sent us something that he wanted us to talk about, and we're definitely glad to talk about it. We have a what is it? A donation type or a
Yeah,
charity
it's
that we're supposed to be
right.
looking for here. It's the Great Ormond Street Hospital Children's Hospital charity. It's definitely a great cause. Definitely something that is close to Robbie's heart. It's known over in the UK. Um, just something. It's a great cause. Something that I think a lot of us can get behind. And yeah,
Most
just
definitely. I tell you what, I had my 2-year-old son. He's like 2.5 now, and he was born a month and a half early, and you don't never realize that the children's hospitals and all that until you actually need it. And we were in the hospital with my son for like a month and a half and had the Ronald McDonald's house and all that stuff. And man, some of these places are really, really good, for the parents, giving them a place to stay so they can be close to their kids while they're in the hospital. It's any kind of children's charity y'all could give to, it'd be great. But yeah, wanted to bring that up. Um, Even any local children's hospital, but this one's the Great Ormond Street Hospital charity. It's probably big over in England, but we always want to support our kids. That's our future. So, and until you've been in that situation, I was always one of them people that I don't have it to donate until I was in that situation and knew what it was like, and then I found a few extra dollars afterwards. Hey, instead of getting a cheeseburger, I'll throw a couple bucks in the Ronald McDonald's thing at McDonald's. Every little bit helps.
Yeah. I don't. I'm only 19. I don't have a whole lot of experiences at a children's hospital. But when I played high school football, my my whole team we took a trip to some of you up in the Ohio area will know about Nationwide Children's, and we took a trip over there. And it's one of the top. I think it's one of the top 3 children's hospitals in the country. And we took a trip there, and it's just a real life changing
Yes.
event. And you definitely learn not to take for granted what y'all got.
Yeah.
And,
Every day you wake up and you get to breathe again, you should be fortunate because there's some people that there's always people that have it worse off than you do. There's always someone out there that has it worse off. But when you go into a hospital with a bunch of 7, 8, 5, 6-year-olds that have cancer and uncurable diseases, it breaks your heart. And so any kind of help you guys could do, the more research they can do, the better they're getting at this kind of things. It's just kids, it breaks my heart when I see a kid in any kind of bad situation like that. So it's definitely a good cause. Let's see. Let me see if they can send their qualifying now.
I think they just finished.
Oh, yep.
Jackson looks like he's on the pole tonight. In
Nice.
I don't remember what car he drives. I don't remember what number he's in, but I do know. I don't even remember what team he's on, to be honest.
Jackson, I'm pretty sure he's on. I believe he's on Noco's team, if I'm not mistaken. But
Okay,
I know
I was
pushed him
thinking, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Right. Yeah, he's good. He will be in a 26 car. Actually, he's not on Noco's team, but I do remember.
Okay, so he's on Smitty's team. I remember that now. He's on a 26. He's on a 26 car. Yeah, he's gonna be one to watch out for. He's a very good driver here on these plate tracks. Well, former plate tracks.
Yeah, when you're at these plate tracks, and a lot of times we spend like a week at Daytona when the season first starts. Just it's one of the easier tracks, I guess. When like Heat 4 come out, the first track you're probably gonna go to. Daytona and get your super speedway setups, right? But that's the first thing when I'm running with people I look for is how well they hold their line, and if I've noticed on Heat 4 compared to Heat 3, there's not all that bobbing back and forth. Even on controller, the guys are able to hold a lot steadier the line. Now, there is one downside to it. I have noticed the top side does not work very well unless you have
You gotta have at
numbers,
least
like,
3 or 4 cars, unless it's a 3-car like group,
right,
and you got 2 on
right.
the high side. You just have to outnumber the inside line, but you have to
Exactly.
outnumber them pretty handily almost any time you do it.
Right, like 5 to 2, 5 people need to go up high to the 2 or 3 on the bottom, pretty much. It's that. Actually getting a call from Larson, so I'm gonna mute up real quick.
Oh, it looks like they might have to back out and do it because they have too many. They don't have enough spots for us to get in.
So I like Larson's style there. He called me up on Messenger and said, "Go ahead and take your invite now." That takes a lot of the confusion out of it, when to take it and all that. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. I'm sending
they
Ice his invite now.
yeah, they're in the loading screen right now, so
We're
probably
fixing to go
almost
racing.
finishing it.
Yeah, and Daytona is going to be a lot different than what you're going to see at Gateway. Daytona, it takes a lot of skill. I mean, to get the draft and all that, but not as much skill as Gateway, trying to hit your braking points and hitting that perfect lap every. The main thing at Daytona is do not lose the draft. It's going to be totally different when we get to Gateway though.
Yeah, they're underway right now. They're just started, and Jackson's out front, and we're gonna just take a look behind you. Take a look at everybody. We see a lot of cars kind of trying to get a feel for the draft right now.
Yeah, I've seen that. Said Jackson when I pushed him the other night. He held a great line, so he is really. It wouldn't surprise me to see him lead this first stage. Because when you're out front, you get a little cleaner air, and it's just really hard to pass unless he comes up off the bottom or someone goes underneath the yellow or the line. You can take 2 tires underneath the yellow line and pass, but you can't take your whole car down there. So I believe Jackson will do a good job at protecting the bottom, so that it's going to make these guys have to figure out something on the top side.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see. Stage 1's only 14 laps, so, and I think that's right around the fuel window, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I think that's right at the fuel window is 14 laps.
You're right.
It'll be interesting to see. Maybe somebody's going to come to pit road a little early, take fuel, maybe take some tires. I don't know if they'll take tires though. Do you really need them right now after just one run?
I don't think I would just come in and get a splash just myself, because tires aren't as huge at Daytona as they are at other tracks like Darlington, Atlanta, Gateway. Some of them tracks just chew tires up, but the main as Jackson come off the bottom,
he's gonna.
But he had a
Is he? Yeah, he's gonna be able to squeeze right back down in front there.
That was a good job. Yep. And when you're getting pushed like that, I mean, even in these Xfinity cars, sometimes you're doing 210 going into the corner, and obviously your car wants to float up a little. It's really hard to keep it down there on that yellow line, but you got to do your hardest. But that was good work by the second place car, not to push things right then and let him in. With the 52, that's actually he gone first. I moved up the cup myself because I had physical therapy on Thursday and Saturday night, so he's running my number, a different paint scheme, but yeah, he's running the 52 now, so he's doing a good job right there in second.
Yeah, it looks like they're running really well together, kind of just keeping themselves down on the inside.
Yeah, right now we got a Chevy, 2 teammates in second and third, so that's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be patient and just sit there in second and third, or if they're going to try to make a pass on the high side. My suggestion would be to be patient, but things happen.
Yeah, I definitely would make it, but yeah, they're going to get under him here.
Keep floating up like that, yeah. I mean, you can't help but to take it, But he could be playing fuel strategy, because when you're out front, you burn the most fuel. And I believe when I was testing on 3 times wear, that's what they're running out on. I ran out with at like 13 and a half laps. So like you said, this is going to be really interesting. Some of these guys in the draft might be able to let off and save enough gas, but the guys up front might have to make a pit stop here. So
Yeah, I'd say one way or the other. I mean, you know, if you're not really trying to go for stage points, why not pit, take fuel, fill the car up, and then not pit at the end of the stage.
yeah, that's the strategy. Like I said, you have nothing to lose at the end of the stage. You know, so if you are close on fuel, you don't think you can make it to the end, maybe, you know, even now when it's all stacked up like it is and there's nowhere to go ahead and come in and get your little 3 seconds worth of fuel. You know you can make it to the end of the stage and then do your tires and all that at the end of the stage. Because it's a lot harder to get your tire pressures all the way up to 50 because it's so slow now. Trying to get your tire pressures up there. It takes them 2 pit stops pretty much to get your tire pressures where they need to be.
Yeah, I personally just wouldn't try to come down twice. I think if I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna wait till the end of the stage, come down pit road,
Right.
and make sure the car is full of fuel, and then run it to the end of the
Yes.
second stage and do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then that way when the third stage comes around, you'll at least be out front, but you want to make sure somebody may be on the same strategy as you are.
Yeah, the 2 races that I've raced here on NASCAR Heat 4, it's track position is so key because it is so hard to make when, like, if you start stage 13 and 16, it is not easy to get up there even into the top 10 because the high line don't work very well. It's just so if you get up there in the top 5, you want to maintain your track position. You know, it's really key. Like I said, the next race it's going to be more key on conserving tires, and we'll get to see the tire wear fall off, especially on these times 3.
Yeah, right now I think we're just gonna see everybody try to ride it out to the end of the stage and just. I think we'll see a few takers at the end of the stage, but I don't think we'll have very many. I think there'll just be maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe 1 or 2. Which to me is a smart move because you can go ahead and get maybe some of your tire pressures done to where at the end of the stage you might be able to get all your tire pressures up to 50 but I guess it's all going to matter where you're at in the draft. You know, there's certain times in the draft, if you're 3rd, 4th, you're only 50% on the throttle, so you're not beating the guy's bumper ahead of you, so you get to save a lot of fuel. Where when you're out front, you have to have the hammer drop the whole time, so there's no way to save any fuel.
Oh, there's a huge wreck in the back.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
off of 4.
We should get a caution
Yeah,
out
I
of
just
that.
brought out the caution.
Well, there goes all
Wow.
the strategy in stage 1. So
Yeah, strategy's
pretty
going.
sure
I don't know what
everybody
happened, but
will.
that was a wild one there.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone will come down pit road, get as much gas as they can, and try to get the tires up to, you know, as closest to 50 on the left sides as they can. You know, I haven't experienced. I noticed the tire pressures go all the way up to 60 now. Me personally, I have not experimented with that. I haven't took them to 60. I've ran 50 all the way around at Daytona, but
Yeah, neither have
I
I. I
have
just stick
noticed
to
the
my
60.
50.
Right. 50 and the 55% tape in Xfinity has worked great for me. Man, I've heard other people running 25% tape. You know, just all I guess it depends on your style.
All right, we got a. Dark Knight looks like he's actually going to get the best. Oh no, Jackson's definitely got the best run here on the restart, and he's going to come down in front of everybody. Jackson from 4th to 1st on the restart.
That's impressive.
And I think that I don't know exactly who that was on the bottom. I'll have to figure out. It was Dark Knight. I think he tried to let Egon go by. on the
Yeah,
restart to try
the
to get
other
in
night.
line together, and it looked
Yep.
like Jackson took advantage of that and got the best bet of it.
Yeah, when we were running Daytona on Xfinity the other night, he did that for I was second, and he was starting third. He said, I'm gonna let you get in," and it kind of hurt him because 2 or 3 guys got in, and I was like, "You ain't got to do that, man. I'll work my
Yeah,
way in." But
it looks like they all
right.
lost a lot of time in a lot of spots
Yep.
there. Both, not just Egon and not just Dark Knight, but both of them.
Yeah, so far Jackson's been really impressive here in stage one. He's led almost every lap and made that big move right there to win the restart. He's giving up the bottom. Let's see if that's that 46.
Nope, he's down right back. There's
Yep.
a caution, and that was actually the end of the stage. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, 'cause that
See if
caution it
we
went
got
by so quick.
see if we can get a top 10. We know Jackson was the leader, but I don't know who the top 10 was. Hopefully somebody can get it to us.
If any of you guys are racing and can please take a picture of the stage points for us. Of the top 10, if you guys can hear us at home racing, that's going to help. Because we can't really do it up here in the booth, and that's going to help you guys in the points. So
Yeah, we really need to get
just
that top 10. I don't know how to.
yeah,
I don't know how we can
and
do it.
then I already have written down that Jackson was the pole sitter because
Yeah,
he
we got
gets
it. We
extra
got it. We got
points.
it. No, we
Right.
don't. Okay, yeah, we got it. Okay. So it was Jackson, Pendle, Trey, NRG, Bad for You Racing, Edzo, Crocodile, Grim, Cards Fan, and Robbie were the top 10. And there we see Jackson in the back here on the restart. Well, not in the front, I guess, not in the back.
Uh-oh. Seen a blue car try to force his way down there towards the front, but there was a car underneath him. Sometimes when you're dead even with a car, you don't know they're there unless you hit the left directional key and look before you make that move. And
Etho's the leader. In second is the 35 of Golf, and then Jackson in third.
Ed's another one of those guys that when he's out front, he holds a really, really nice line.
Yeah, it looks like they're not having any problems running around the inside and just running single file for right now.
I seen Jackson, he's back up to third there.
Yeah, he had a
Sorry,
really good restart as well. Again, so.
Yeah, I don't know if he's on controller or a wheel.
Yes, he is. Or as far as I know, he is. When I talked to him the other day, the way he sounded, he still was.
Right, okay. And the guy to watch out for that has a lot of talent that hasn't, that 45, I know he's back there in 6th or 7th right now, but I'm sure
Jackson fell
before
out of
this
the line
race,
there.
yeah,
Drop back, and he said the
I think he was
45. Well, I'm
hoping
looking for
somebody
one of
went,
his teammates, and I'm looking for that 43 of Robbie. I think that he's gonna have a
right.
really good run tonight. He's been really solid. He's been up in the top 10 for most of the race.
Robbie is great here. This is the only track I've ever raced with him at is Daytona, and I've just been nothing but impressed with the man. You know, I didn't know how big NASCAR was over, you know, across the pond in England and everything, but the man definitely knows his NASCAR, and he definitely knows how to run plate tracks. Like I said, I haven't seen him at any other tracks yet, so I'm interested to get to see him at Gateway. But glad, you know, this league has grown so much. It's went from like 8 people to
What do we got?
4
We got like
months later.
90 some
Yeah,
right now.
almost at
So
100. Right.
yeah. So this is wild to see how much it's grown even since I've been here. I got here with like 70 people, and
Right.
got fortunate enough to be called up to Cup Series, and you know, we'll see. Quick shameless plug: we got tomorrow night. We have Las Vegas and ISM. ISM being the custom setup. So
Right. Yeah. I've been putting in. Well, I ain't putting in as much work as I should have, but I've already put in about 8 hours at ISM. Just because tires, if you don't get your tires just right there, tires fall off so fast.
yeah, I'm definitely
So
going to
that's
put in a
I've
lot of
been
work tomorrow. I've been busy with work all week, so
right.
I'll have
That's
to
what
hop
my
on.
team leader RKM. He works 16-hour days, and sometimes, and pretty much this week, he was totally. I was like, man, how are you gonna have time to even work on your ISM setup? And he's like, I don't know if I will be. And I was like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll try to do what I can, and I'll share whatever information I can with you, because I know it's hard when you work a job every day and all you get's a couple hours, you know, to
Yeah,
practice and get ready. I'm fortunate enough, and well, not really fortunate. I fell off a roof and pretty much broke my neck, so right now I'm housebound. So I'm lucky enough to be able to test and do little things like that all day. I'd much rather be out there working, but
yeah.
just had to take the
Uh,
good with the bad, you know. Right now, Jackson, he was trying on that top side. It don't
I mean,
seem
he's
like
been
he can
trying,
get
just
any
nobody wants to work with him, and
right.
I
And
mean,
you fall back so quick when no one comes with you. Even if a car or two comes with you, you just fall like a rock.
but is that him up there even still in fourth? Did he get back up to fourth, or is it a
No, he
car
fell
that looks
back
like
to.
him?
Yep,
No,
the wreck.
it's
He was
not
the
him.
car that just wrecked back. Well, there was a wreck behind him. Let's see. That was. I don't know if we're gonna get a. We might get a yellow out of this. Let's see. About 4 cars spun back here.
I don't believe so.
40.
Everybody's still going.
Yep, no caution. Yeah, it was Jake, the 40 car. Golf Nut, one of our guys, the guy that won the dash, and the 12 car, I believe, made a little bit of incidental contact. Now, that's one thing I have noticed about Heat 4. It's hard to get a caution thrown. I mean, you got to have a pretty major wreck, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a whole lot of cautions for much of anything, at least
Right.
in these races. I mean, we saw a lot of them last Sunday night at Atlanta, but other than that, after that, we've seen pretty much just clean racing the whole way through.
Right. Ooh, we seen one car.
Oh,
I don't know if that was planned. Oh, I thought he was going down pit road, but he got back off. See, sometimes a car get loose coming out of 4, and he'll accidentally get into you and shove you down pit road, which almost happened to me the other night. And I thought it was intentional. I didn't know who it was, and I went back and looked and seen it was red leg, and that's what happened. He got loose off 4 and come down on me. It wasn't on purpose, but red leg's a really good racer. I've raced with him in several different leagues, so I know it wasn't nothing personal, but Ed right now, he's doing a really good job
he's
of
doing really good. He's
maintaining
not allowing anybody to
the
get under him.
right.
Sorry to step
And
over
that's
you
the
on
main
that
thing.
comment.
No, that's the main thing is if a car passes you all the way underneath the yellow line, it's illegal. So as long as you just keep, you know, a foot or two off that yellow line, you're good. And I see he has a teammate back there. I think that's the 51 of Dark Knight in third.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And that's another guy that's really impressed me. I know he's a teammate of mine, but I've ran with he's impressed me on his plate tracks. So far, that's the only experience I've had on a Heat 4 in the league racing is at Daytona so far. So I'm kind of ready to move on to some of the other tracks tomorrow and get a feel for them. You know. And the longer the season goes on, we'll start getting used to these numbers, you know, and who's who. we just got so many people right now. We don't have enough cars for everybody, so we're having to run custom numbers.
Yeah, we just got. Again, that was a rule change that came up on Wednesday, I believe. We had
Right.
to do that, and we got the car change, or
Right.
the rules change, I guess, to custom setup, or not custom setups, but custom paint schemes and custom cars. Each team's running specific numbers. Kay Larson's got his team running 0 through 9. Group Motorsports is my team. We're running 10 through 19. RJ Smitty, his team's running 20 through 29. Patty and Underdog Racing is running the 30 through 39. And NoCo Racing is running 40 through 49. And then I'm pretty sure it's RKM who's running 50 to 59.
Yep. And I was really worried, you know, because how many people we have in, you know, in earlier versions of NASCAR. Even if there was a couple of custom cars out there, it seemed like it made it lag. So I was really concerned, and I was like, everybody's running custom cars? And I guess NASCAR Heat 4 really did a good job of that. Of
Whoever that is that just came up the second had a huge run. I don't know who
huge
exactly that was, but that was a
it looks like
crazy. It was Cars fan, and that
was the best run that I
was
think
the end
I've
of the
seen
stage.
on the top side.
I'm
That's
not sure
why he was making it. You think he got him? I guess we would know how they will. If you guys are listening, if you guys can take a picture for us of this stage 2 finish,
yeah, give us
that's really
our
close.
top 10 there.
Right. Of who won that stage, because he had a really good run on the high side. And I've noticed the 45, he has been really patient NRG. He's sitting there in 5th place. He hasn't tried to go high. He's just waiting for someone to make a mistake above him. Let's see, Marcus, and he's in the 22. He's a little farther back here in the field, surprisingly. He might be just waiting to make a move.
I have NRG, Cars fan, Robbie, Mike, and somebody else is 5 through 9, but I don't. We haven't gotten a top 10. I don't know. Dark Knight is the leader, and it looks like he's not going to let the 53 down. He's not going to let Ed down on him there this time around. Probably learned his lesson from the last one.
Yeah, both times he's tried that, he has lost several positions. And I can't say I blame him at this. As you
Behind
see
him is
on
the 19, which is one of
full wide.
A group motorsports car. I don't know who's just driving that though, to be honest.
Let's see, the 19. I believe I can go find out.
I should know. It's my team, but I really don't.
Well, there's so many new people. It's hard. It really is to keep track. Even my own team, like tomorrow being moved up the cup, it's going to be total. I don't know who. Oh, I know who's who. I just don't know the numbers.
It's bad. It's
right.
Bad.
Bad for you?
Racing. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a guy that I've seen on the leaderboards, NASCAR Heat 3 a lot. Haven't really been looking on Heat 4 a lot, you know, but I know he's a really quick guy. And that's what's impressed me with this, you know, because their Outlaw has, you know, a league, and there's some other leagues out there that have some really fast guys in it, but they're all seeming to all come over to Giggity because we pretty much right now got the biggest and the most competition going on, so I like to see that. I honestly think Giggity should put at least 4 people into this year's esports, in my opinion. I mean, there's definitely some quality drivers out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely possible to get 4, maybe even 5, and
right.
You know, there's.
I ran with Midnight last
really
year, and they got
here.
quite a few guys in there. And the main thing is when you do the esports challenges, when they start counting, right now they really don't count, but when they do start counting, you have to work just like you're a 10-man team. If you're the guy in the back, you got to seal off the draft, and You don't try to pass the guy in front of you. It's just all about teamwork of making the best race time as you can. And that's Slade, a lot of Jason Keffer, and a lot of the guys that I ran last year's esports with are doing great in the finals of this year's playoffs. So I did not get to watch the Kansas race, so I don't know if Slade advanced or not to the top 8 of the esports, but I know Jason Keffer did.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know either. I haven't had a chance to go back and watch that yet to know.
Yeah, Smoke Fan right now is which his they call it, he has a different name in the esports. It's Hot Rod. Right now, he has been dominating. Like he's literally won like 3 races, got a lot of the poles. Stuart Haas Racing sent him a brand new Fanatec wheel, which if I was the owner of a, virtual race team, that's what I would do for my drivers. Here you go. Let me go get you the best wheel you can get and see if that gives you an advantage. And it just seems to have helped him out a lot. He was fast before on the Thrustmaster, but he is really quick now on that Fanatec.
Yeah.
Right now it's pretty spread out though, evenly between teams. You got some 40s, 50s. I mean, it's not just one team up front.
I will say you got a Bad For You right in second there. He's running really well in that 19 car. And, definitely something
Yes,
I
he
like
is.
to see from
Bad For You is
a teammate of mine, I guess. It's definitely
a good teammate to have. He's a
Yeah.
real clean professional driver. He's, like I said, I ran with him quite a bit, and he is really, really professional. Good driver. And he probably knows that, big wreck by I believe that was a 42. I don't think we're going to get a caution, as he said it was 41, actually, of Mike 99. But,
Oh, yeah, I just caught that out of the corner of my eye, but it's already pretty much starting over with, otherwise I'd try to go back there.
I believe Dark Knight got a little antsy. He tried to jump out and make a move on the high side, but it's so hard. I would have myself, it's hard to say, hindsight 50-50, but it's hard to say, he's sitting in there in third, but he went high thinking that maybe some people would go with him, and no, it's just, I think everyone's figured out their lesson, and unless we're all going to go up there, you better hook the bottom.
Yeah, now, I mean, this has just really been run really clean right now. You take a look here, and you see, and take a look at who's in third right now. That 43 car of Robbie is running very well, very solid right now. And I think it just looks like he's kind of biding his time, waiting to make a move.
Yeah, I considered myself a plate track, I guess you would say a plate track guru, I guess you would say, until I ran with Robbie, and I'm telling you, he impressed me so much. I was expecting, okay, well, I was watching his videos and didn't see really any plate tracks in his videos, but he got out there, took the pole that night, and I was in second place and pushed him forever, and he held such a pretty line, pretty much like Ed's doing right now in the 51. Ed was actually one of our top truck guys last year in that 51 car, and he has dialysis. He has a kidney disorder where he has to do dialysis a lot and had medical issues and wasn't able to finish the season. So I'm really happy to see that he's back, able to race, do what he loves.
Yeah, that's definitely good to see. I actually personally didn't know that. So definitely glad.
He probably would have won the truck championship last year if it wouldn't have been for the health issues. He's really good on not taking anything away from Trey, because Trey's a really good driver too.
Yeah, Trey's a great driver, so
right.
Just
it would have been a big a fight between him and Trey, but Trey did a great job, did what he needed to do, got RKM a truck championship, and I hated to see him get picked by another team because once you start making teammates, that are like Marcus was his teammate. We had a great team going on with RKM, but that's what the draft is for, shuffle things back up, and then you get to make new friends, meet new people. You know, that's what's awesome about the NASCAR Heat community is, I don't know, there's a lot of good people in the NASCAR Heat community. You got some bad ones out there every once in a while, but for the majority, most of these guys on here are really good guys and just like to come out and have fun
Yeah,
and try to
yeah,
show what they can do.
it's definitely going to be a really fun season. I think we've mentioned that pretty much in every race we've called so far. I mean, this is going to be a great year, and you know, it all continues again. You know, later tonight we have Gateway, renamed to Worldwide Technology Raceway, I believe is what it's called.
Yep, that's the new name, Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, and I've been to that track personally and have watched the sprint cars there. When I used to live in Nebraska, we traveled down there and watched it one time. It's a really great track. Kind of wish Xfinity had it on their schedule, and besides just the trucks. Ooh, one car I heard hit the wall, but he saved it. And let's see, NRG, he's made his way up from 4th, and he has not come off that bottom line. He has just been waiting for a car in front of him to make a mistake and take advantage, you know, instead of trying to go high, which is a really good strategy.
Yeah, every mistake that somebody made, that's something that I do a lot at Daytona. Is I stick to the bottom and I wait for somebody else to make that mistake and move high. And it
Right.
looks like he got shuffled out there, but
Yeah.
but he should just fall back to the back of that pack and pick up the draft
Yeah, he'll
right as
probably
he
fall
was.
back in and grab the draft. I did notice that on here, it seems like you can, I guess, grab the draft a little better than Heat 3. You get shuffled out, you almost had to be, you know, on top of your game going to keep up with the draft. On here, it's not as hard. I mean, it's a little, let's see how to say it. It's harder to lose the draft, I guess you would say, in my opinion, unless something major happens. Yeah.
Yeah, but once you lose it too, you'll know, and it's
Oh yes.
very obvious.
Yeah, you can tell
This
immediately.
door ain't supposed to be getting open.
Um, yeah, right now we're on lap
That 51 Ed is doing a great job up front right now.
45. We have 15 laps to go right now. We just come across the line.
15 to go?
Yeah, 15 to go, and so I believe green flag pit stop should be coming in the next lap or two. And with that, I mean, there's only one. That makes it a one-stop race. I mean, this will be the last stop of the race as long as no cautions come out. And even then, I still don't think there will be another stop.
Yeah, I was kind of curious. I was hoping there would be a few green flag pit stops.
And
Just
here they all
because
come right now.
Yep, there you go.
Robbie
And this is
stayed
key.
out. Robbie stayed out. He might be the only one that can make it.
Ooh,
If
53, he barely made it on. Yep. That could be Robbie might have been sitting back there saving a little fuel, and that could be a really good move by Robbie. When you're sitting back there 6th, 7th, 8th, you can literally run 50-60% throttle and still hang with him.
I
So you
believe
can
he's
save
going
a
to come
lot
this
of fuel.
time, and we'll see what move he makes. I actually have an onboard beside me for him, so we'll see what kind of a move he decides to make. He's got NRG behind him as they come down pit road
Let's
this
see.
time.
I believe Dark Knight, he was on and off pit road really fast, so I'm thinking he only took 2, where a couple of the other guys took 4, because I see a little bit of a gap between him and a few of the other guys.
Yeah, I don't know. There's still a couple cars in front of him even.
Right. Let's see. 53 ran out. It looks like he is trying to limp. Ed's limping on the pit road now. He stayed out that one extra lap, and it as you can see, that's probably going to kill his race. I didn't know they were that tight on fuel. They may have not
We see
totally fueled
Crocodile
up in
here.
stage 2.
We're taking a look at
Yeah.
him. He's running a, oh man, it's a Bobby Allison throwback, I believe, is what that
Yep, the
is.
12 Bobby Allison throwback. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see.
actually a really, really good looking car. Obviously we don't have the right sponsors to throw on her, but that's an awesome one to see from a teammate of mine. Really
Yeah, I liked it.
shout that one out.
People, yeah, doing the old school. A lot of people, some of the newer generation probably don't even know who Bobby Allison is. But he was one of the guys that helped, make NASCAR mainstream when the very first time they ever aired it live on ABC Wide World of Sports. He got into a fight with Kel Yarborough, and his brother stopped his car, and so it was both Allison brothers beating up on Kel Yarborough, and the fans fell in love after that. It just
They
people
definitely
wanted to
pull a
see
lot
it
of
more
guys
and more.
in.
All right.
I don't even know what my first memory is of NASCAR, to be honest, because I'd
Well,
have
I
to
was born in
say the
'81.
first one that I really remember was the 2007 Daytona 500. Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick to the line.
Yes.
That was a really good one. Because
Yeah, Kevin.
we got you
Barely
born in
got him there.
'81. I'm almost
Yeah.
20 years younger, and you have born 2000
Right.
on the dot. So
Yeah, I graduated in 2000, so yeah, we're about 18 years apart.
yeah.
But no,
So
my dad, he was a big, I guess, let's see, he wasn't a Dale Earnhardt fan. Whenever I first started watching racing, he was actually a Richard Petty fan. And then Richard Petty, the older he got, the less competitive he got, and he kind of switched over to, he kind of liked what Dale Sr., how aggressive he drove, and just become a fan. And then we used to watch Thursday Night Thunder on ESPN, and Jeff Gordon was like a 16-year-old kid in sprint cars, and just knew the guy had talent. And my dad told me, several years before Gordon even got into Cup, that guy right there is gonna be a really good one day in Cup. And I was like, yeah, whatever. He'll probably be in an Indy car, but I guess he had a good eye for talent. I was a Junior fan myself after watching, the Intimidator all my life. I liked the way he carried himself and all
now,
that.
real quick, I hate to interrupt you, but you see that battle
No.
or the lead just
Yes.
got taken.
25
Robbie
and
is out
35.
front.
Yep. Oh, really?
Robbie is the new leader, and you gotta be careful not to pull out too
Nice.
far ahead. But there's 9 laps to go right now as we come back through the line.
No, I'm glad you actually brought that to my attention because I was watching a different car, and yeah, that is a little far out to be out on 3 cars. But
Yeah, you got to be
maybe
careful. They might make but if you notice, they made that high line work, and it looks like they're all just
right.
going to fall in and kind of work with them for now, and maybe wait till the end, take notes on what just happened.
Yeah, because if they stick together right now, that top 3, they might be able to pull away from that pack behind them if they 45 stepped out a little bit. And he's been out there in NRG all night. He's been top 5 all night. You see that second pack, some of them are high, some of them are low. That's not going to help them catch that first pack, which they're not too far apart though. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Any of the top 7 can win this race at the moment. But I'm gonna put my money on Robbie because when I was behind this guy, he did not make a mistake. He held that bottom like a champ, and I believe unless someone moves him or they make a big run, all of them go on the high side. Robbie might be our winner here at Daytona. I'd love to see that for him.
And yeah, and to going at the end of this race, we're only going to interview the winner just because there's such a short time span in between races. So we're only going to get an interview with the winner. We're going to keep some of the guys who finished up front in mind tonight, and or in this race, and we might talk to them later on after the Atlanta race, depending on
Right.
depending on how much time we have then.
Now notice Ed, I know he's in the 51, he was leading. He's back up to 4th. He's pushing NRG, but at this point, I know they're probably coming down 6, 7 to go.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know if I
coming
want
to 6 to go this time by.
right. If I'm sitting in 4th, I don't know if I want to take a chance on going to the outside and trying to push the 45 around. I'm almost just happy with getting our 4th place finish.
Yeah, I'd wait for somebody to make a move, and then maybe kind of
right.
not work with them, and try to build that position on the inside. I
Exactly.
think that's the
I
best
mean,
opportunity to gain spots right now, and is the way this is running. We still got like you said, we'll be coming to 5 to go next time by, and we got what 6, 7 cars battling up there, trying
yeah.
all of them trying to go. Any of them can win.
7
So
cars. Yeah, I see the 22. He is trying. He actually got a position. Um, see, actually, I know who that 22 is. That's Marcus. I know Marcus. He likes the high side, so I'm surprised he hadn't jumped out yet. But I guess some cars that keep jumping out, he sees what's happening, and he keeps getting a position, and so he's worked his way to 5th now, just
and
from
Robbie coming up
staying
behind
on.
Ed, and Ed's gonna get out of the way.
Ed's gonna get up here and push. We got
he's
3 of
just straight
them
out of the
up
way.
there.
It's a very classy move by him to do that.
Yes, for a lap car, very great job.
And you see, there were 3 cars lined up on the top, and they all kind of just. It looks like they're going to dissolve here. It's going to be just 2. It's going to be Dark Knight and Marcus, and I don't see them 2 getting
It's so
anywhere
hard
with
to
4
clear
cars
it.
on the inside.
Right. You see, the 14 was up there with him, and he seen a hole back down. He said, "It's
Yeah,
just,
Trey's going to drop back down and
yeah."
running 7th right now.
They gave it a shot. Oh, and as he gets turned
And Trey
around.
got turned.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Not sure exactly what happened. I
Oh,
looked down for just a second.
there wasn't no contact on my screen. He may have just got loose. Hate to see that for him.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Coming down to 3 to go here. And Robbie looks like he's pretty much well in control right at the moment. And we'll see what he can do for him.
Wow, that's tough luck for Trey. Really good guy. So I hate to see that happen. Oh, as you see, the 12 and I believe it's Dark Knight, which is maybe a lap down back here and make a little bit of contact.
The 12 is a
Or I
lap
don't
down,
know.
but I think Dark Knight is on the lead lap. But Dark Knight is
Oh,
running
okay.
3rd right now, I believe.
Okay. I'm getting the 51 and the 53 confused. Yep.
Yeah, the 53 is Ed. It's Ed,
Oh, okay. 53 is Ed. Okay. And Dark Knight's 51. Yep.
Yep.
And so that's Croc in the 12. Right now, though, man, I think this is Robbie's race to lose, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we got just a little over a lap and a half to go, and he's done nothing wrong. I just think that the only way he gets beat is if somebody pulls out to the outside, and I don't know how many people are going to go with him.
Right. I would think it would take 3 to 4 at least, and I don't think that many he's going to try. I think they'll be happy with where they're at. They've put a massive gap on the second group.
I wouldn't be surprised if he throws a heck of a block at the end too. I mean,
right. If they did right on the last lap, if they try to make that move on the high side, that's exactly how anybody that's good at plate trap. But Junior used to be good at that. He could go from the high side to the bottom side and just stall their runs out just by going up there. And I believe Robbie would do the same thing. As you see, the 53 tried to make a move.
Oh, here we go. We're coming off of 4 right now. Or, wait. No, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I was looking at the wrong thing and wasn't paying attention. No, we're coming through 3 and 4 now. That's my mistake. I'm sorry.
Ooh. Dark Knight he went up high and then let the 22 get up underneath.
Dark Knight got up high, and here comes the 40.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be Jake. We'll see. Robbie's got the push on the inside though. Robbie's got him at the line. Robbie's going to win here in race 1, and what a finish.
That's the way to do it, in my opinion. If you're going to make that move on the outside, coming out of the turn 4 into the trioval is the only way, because you're probably not going to lose enough momentum to lose a whole bunch of spots, but you never know. You might get someone to push you, and you might nose him out, but that was a great job by Robbie.
Can I get you to send him an invite to the chat here?
Yes, sir. Robbie Vids. Great job. I'm going to suggest him for you. Let's see.
Oh, am I the party leader?
Yeah, it made...
Crap. Yeah, I am now. They won't be able to hear you. I'm sorry. I was trying to hurry up and get him. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, our top 10 was Robbie, Jake, NRG, Pendle, Marcus, Dark Knight, Bad For You Racing, Cards Fan, Jackson, and Grim are your top 10.
Actually, I'm proud of Grim for getting a 10th place. He's normally a truck regular that he loves trucks. He don't run a whole lot of Cup in Xfinity, so I'm actually proud of Grim for getting the top 10 there in Xfinity.
Alright, we're gonna wait for him to come into this party real quick. He should be working on it right now. Or no, he closed. He shut down his. That's what happened. Man, we need him to get in here.
And actually, well, a lot of people have left, but it was showing fastest lap is Grim when I seen it at first, but like I said, a lot of people had left the lobby already.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a couple minutes. Hopefully, we can get him to see this. I don't know if he will or not.
Let's see. Hopefully he has everything ready for Gateway. I know some people, wait to the last minute. Well, I'm sure he'll pop in for a minute. But if something happens he don't, we will get him in here after Gateway for sure. And maybe even second and third from Daytona either if we have enough time. Just, it all depends on the time.
Yeah, we're trying to get Robbie in here right now. I don't know if he's paying attention or not. He had to get his VR thing off.
So this is
we have until
actually
8:35, but
the first time that I've actually seen anybody from other than Canada or US or the United States win a race on this game. So like I said, the guys from England, and like I said, usually NASCAR is not, F1 is usually the big thing over there. He does like F1, I've talked to him, but he's a huge NASCAR fan. He loves racing NASCAR, and I'm glad to have him. Hopefully he's able to join.
yeah, I sent him the Yeah, right now we're just waiting for Robbie to join the party. Okay, never mind. I guess we're going to the next race. So,
Well, maybe we'll try to get him in after the next race, which would
yeah,
not
I
surprise
guess.
me
I mean,
though. If he
I don't know.
gets Robbie's good enough at this game that it would not surprise me to see him up towards the front in this next race as well. You know, like I said, I've never raced with him at any other track than Daytona, but I mean, usually, when you're the only guy in England that races NASCAR, you're probably good at most of the tracks, you know. So
Yeah, we'll,
it's
we'll
like,
see. I really don't know if he's going to. Again, we got like 10 minutes to go. So, uh, yeah, I think we'll just cut it here. And,
yeah, we can cut it here and just add him to our next one, and I'll write him a message and say, hey,
yeah, I sent him one. I'm sorry. Nobody could hear what you were
all right,
saying. I apologize.
it's all right.
Um,
Just proud of him. There he is.
all right, Robbie, what's going on, man? Congrats on the win. What was going through your mind those last couple laps?
Well, a lot of it was. Oh, by the way, I'm English, guys. Yeah, nice to meet you. um, a lot of it was like there was a lot of teamwork talk going on. Really, let's just keep it steady. And I was thinking to myself, I wanted to do it for the charity, Great Ormond Street Hospital. And yeah, we just did it as a team, really, and it was just keep it steady and just follow that yellow line.
Yeah, you did a great job of that. I was actually, what about 7 to go when you took well, maybe the last 10 laps there when you had the lead. I knew from experience when racing with you the other night. I said, Robbie holds a very great line on the bottom. The only way they're going to get around him if 5 or 6 cars try to go to the top or if they move him. And, thank goodness they didn't move him. And, they never tried to make that run at the top. It never really tried to happen. You did a great job down there of holding a perfect line. So,
Yeah,
congratulations.
cheers, dude. I mean, like, we could see him coming from the back. We could see the pack behind us catching up, and, we had a choice, stick with the inside line, or, when we come to back markers, do we go around the outside? And, we agreed sticking with the inside would be best, sticking to that yellow line, because there's no way they're going to get around us, because we were holding it steady. And, yeah, no-co team racing, dude, all the way.
All right,
Yeah,
well, Robbie,
I
well,
believe this would give Noco his third win, I think. I believe already.
Yeah, definitely.
Noke, yeah, he
Yeah.
drafted a really good group. Uh, I was looking at every one of the teams. So did Plant. Plant has a really good team, and Noco's team stood out to me as well. So great job. How you feel about Gateway? I mean, it's
Oh,
WWT now, but have you raced there much at the
yeah.
track we went
No,
to? Yeah.
I haven't really raced there too much. Gateway is one that I do struggle with, and I'm interested to see how I'm going to do in this race running with these guys. And I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm going to aim for top 10. I'm not going to be too ambitious. I'm going to aim for top 10 position. If I get in the top 5, I'll be even more happy with that. But, I'll be looking for my teammates and looking to work with those.
Yes, sir.
all right,
Great
man.
job,
Well, we
Robbie.
see you're getting ready for qualifying, so good luck
Yep.
again at Gateway, and we'll catch y'all later.
All right, and speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.
Yes, cheers. Good luck, buddy.
No-co team racing.
Yeah, I love Robbie,
Yeah.
man. He's a great personality. He's a great guy.
Really
And
good guy. Yes.
so, yeah, I mean,
That's-
we'll be back in about 10, 15 minutes or so, and we'll get ready to go with the Gateway race, guys. So,
Yes, sir. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, and we'll see you guys here soon.
all right, catch y'all in a few.